Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Today's video I always thought was an interesting topic. Since I found out about narcissism and all this stuff, I've always thought the cult, the whole idea of people going into cults was interesting, and I couldn't help but notice similarities. I always thought people that get into cults, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with them, right? I'm like, how can you do that? Never understood it until I saw the similarities and I realized that's kind of what I did. I kind of fell for this crap. So I kind of just dove into it a little bit. Here's just some things that I think are interesting, and feel free to add more. There's so much more you guys can add about, you know, what it takes for someone to fall for a narcissist and what it takes for someone to fall for a cult. The similarities between a cult leader and a narcissist, you know, they probably are the same. But even the dynamic of the entire cult itself, the members seem to be like one entity in a way. They really, it's amazing. You want to talk about flying monkeys? Cult members will do anything for their cult leader and to other people, right? I mean, the ultimate flying monkey. So who's the candidate for this kind of people? And I've watched some stuff where I watched teachers who had students for long periods of time that went into cults. And what she said is they seem to be very idealistic people, open and very eager to learning. Thought that was interesting. You know, what's common is a distance from their relatives or their community. They always seem to not feel accepted. And that's very similar. You know, these people might have CPTSD. These people might have, and it would make sense to me that the people that fall for cults are similar to us that fall for narcissists, because we come from a childhood of emotional neglect. Okay, it's so damaging, and this is where I'm getting at. Leaders and the members right away love bomb, and they use that term in cults. They love bomb. You know, you're so great, I love you, and they idealize, you know, you're so amazing, and blah, blah, blah. And it goes on forever, and if anybody has feelings of, you know, unworthiness, not accepted, didn't get any kind of, you know, emotional attention and emotional needs met and love and comforting, things like this, it can look very nice to somebody. You know, it's like, man, wow, you know, I always felt like life has been hard for me and I never felt accepted, and I, you know, I didn't know how to be a productive member of society, and I failed so many times, and I don't have support group and nobody's there for me. And that's the major part of it. Support. Not having support is what people, you know, if you have tons of great loving support, you're not going to be susceptible to people or cults, groups like this. So they love bomb, they idealize you, you're great, they future fake, and a real common promises that leaders will tell members, new members as they join, is, you know, you'll be successful with us. You'll be more enlightened, closer to God. You'll be free. You'll be happy. You'll be famous. A lot of cults promise to people that they'll be famous if they join us, because a lot of these young kids are, you know, have so much inspiration. They want to be, you know, a musician or an actor and this and that, you know, and they get promised these things. We're going to help you do that here. So once you become a member, the isolation starts right away, and narcissists isolate you. They want you away. You know, any abuser, controller, manipulator doesn't want you to have any outside influence. It's just them. They start saying, you know, I don't like your family, and, you know, I'm going to go visit my family. No, don't stay here. Don't go visit them. You know, don't talk to them. Oh, I don't like your friend so and so. Get out of here. So they isolate you, don't they? We know that. But you know, even a major rule in a lot of cults is no contact with anyone outside, period. And that they have to get into your head and get you dependent on them. Okay? So no outsiders. You can't talk to your family, you can't talk to your friends, you can't talk to society, media, any of that shit. Okay? Distance from society. A lot of these cults, what do? You know, they have it way out in the middle of nowhere. Some will go pick islands in the Pacific. Some will go in South America. But a lot of them are just, you know, maybe out in the desert. stuff like that, away from society, so you don't have any outside influence. It's now the only information you're getting is from them. And narcissists do this, man. You know, the constant, you know, especially in the beginning, the text messages all day, sending you messages all day, calling you, making you answer the phone, having you help them and do stuff in their life, getting involved in everything in their life. It's just becomes all about them. And they're demanding and expect things and want you to invest your money and your time and your energy, and you start caring about your job and you start caring about their job. You start caring about your life, you start caring more about their life. You don't care about your feelings, you care about their feelings. Love becomes conditional. So they love you so much, but then it becomes conditional. And a very, very common thing with cults is they want labor. So they're building their commune and whatever, and they need that labor. So they get you to work for them for free. And child labor and all this stuff's very common. Very, very common. Really bad working conditions, labor conditions, very common. They'll tell you things like work for your guilt, work for your sins, give to the universe. And I just feel like I remember helping my ex so much. I just remember feeling like it's the right thing to do. You know, nobody else will help her. I'm going to. I can't just let her go fail. I can't let, you know what I mean? And I felt like it was my duty, and I felt like I was giving to the universe by being that good person all the time. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know that feeling. Guilt, shame, duty. You can make a lot of people do things out of guilt and shame, you know. And people that are attracted to cults and disordered people and stuff like that, tons of shame. We feel like bad people. We don't feel worthy. So it's real easy when people start being bad to you that you're already attached to and feel connected with and stuff like that, we kind of take it, you know. We feel that we're bad people. And that's what these groups really hit on, you know. They get you to confess and talk about all your past stuff, all your tragedies, all your trauma. It makes you vulnerable. And they do that too. Narcissists do this. They alternate between love and disdain. So one moment they love you so much, and the other they can't stand you. Okay? Very critical. And the biggest thing is, with a cult leader, is you must stay on the right path to achieve success, to achieve what you want in life. You have to stay on path. Well, what is that path? Their path. You have to do what they want. You have to do it the way they like it, the way they want you to. Because if you don't, if you try and do something the way you want to, it's your path. No, that won't work. My path. So common. I mean, it's just so common. A narcissistic relationship. Monitoring system. It's amazing. The members are monitors, and they're big brother, and they, you know, it's social policing. It's always watching, always in control. This is how the leader has control. No privacy. Constantly accuse people of stuff. And they do that. Narcissists do that, don't they? They don't want you to have privacy. You can't have your own life. What's on your phone? Who you talking to? Who you're messaging? You know, oh, you're cheating on me. You're bad. You're lying to me. Sleep deprivation is a big thing with cults. Sleep is a primary need. You go crazy without it. You can't think straight. You can't concentrate. You don't have memory. So they'll sleep deprive you. And narcissists and borderlines will do this too. Psychopaths, sociopaths, they'll do this too. I know people that dated disordered people that won't let them sleep. That happened to me. I know a guy that would just always try and sleep, and she would always walk by and just pinch his toe or tap him or make a loud sound. Just keep him awake all the time. Sleep deprivation. It's amazing. The threat, if you leave. They threaten you. They will, you know, we're going to do this to you. You're not going to have anything. You will fail. We'll do this to you. We'll do that to you. The discard can be humongous. They ostracize you. They disown you. Nobody else can talk to you. Nobody's allowed to talk to you. Once you're gone out of the group, no one has anything to do with you. If you try and show up, no one will look at you. No one will talk to you. It's amazing. And then the public smear campaign. I mean, you know, they might go on the news if you're famous, something like that. They will drill your family and tell them how bad you are, your friends, anything, anything. It's incredible. It's just like a narcissist. It's amazing. They'll go after you, maybe by police, false accusations. They'll take you to court. It can get so ugly. Just like a narcissist. It's amazing. The relationship with a narcissist is just like the relationship you would have if you were an owner of a cult or a member of a cult. It's exactly the same. It's sick. It's sick. I mean, I know that a leader would be probably a narcissist, psychopath, sociopath, something like that. But it's incredible at how it extends to the members, the flying monkeys, isn't it? So we all form our own opinions, don't we? We don't listen to other people's opinions. We don't get involved in other people's stuff. We love ourselves and we don't invest in anybody else's life or what anybody else is doing. Only ourselves, okay? I just thought that was interesting. I hope you guys did too. And like I said, add to it. There is just countless stuff that you guys will think of, how similar they are. And have fun with it. I hope you do. Thanks, guys. Always go down below. Ask me any questions if you can. Post this stuff on social media. Vote. Let me know how I'm doing. Give a comment. Ask questions, and I'll answer them. Thank you, guys. Always love yourself first, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Danny Dog Productions.